Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video at Childcare BizHope. Today we are going to be talking about 10 things that you should know about the most important position in childcare. So we have to talk about, what is that most important role in childcare? And often we give a lot of time to our teachers, and rightfully so. They really need a lot of resources to help shape the young children that are in your center. However, we don't want you guys to forget about what we think is the most important position in a center, and that's your center director. Sometimes we hear things like they feel like a supervisor or manager, janitor, teacher, a cook, nurse, IT person, marketing manager. The list just goes on. We can kind of see that center directors wear many hats throughout the day. So how can we ensure that we get the right person for this position and also that they will be successful? And that's why we created this video. So why don't we get on started? Number 1, Hirable Directors have traits that not everybody has. So we are looking for in these traits energy. They gotta have oomph. They gotta have that pumped up energy that doesn't exhaust from having a large workload. They need to have positivity. We want a superstar director to be able to handle all the obstacles that come at them, but also spread that positivity to the staff members. Communication. Now, good directors, they are proactive and intentional in creating these relationships and are very respectful with their words. They are passionate to mentor because they are wanting to develop other superstars within your center. And they are innovators. They have some go-getter attitudes. Honestly, we think that their motto needs to be make today better than yesterday. Number 2 is time allocation. It's not that easy. Unfortunately, not all directors allocate their time wisely. So if you see that your director is sitting back at their desk in their chair, they most likely are not inspiring the staff, or they are not engaging families or helping build that center brand within that community. Now, keep in mind, not every daycare center is the same. In fact, if you are just opening your center, you most likely are going to be spending more time in the marketing aspect of your day. They should be spending less time on small work and be focusing on more big picture things like culture setting, brand development, and even engagement. Leaders love to be empowered to lead. So leaders, they really like it that they have the ability to work on their own without having to ask for approval. When you empower your center director to have that ability to lead independently, that gives them a chance to be more creative, innovative. Ultimately, it gives them that entrepreneurial mindset. Number 4, directors drive profits, but they must learn how. So given that, why don't we just train our directors how that they can make this center be profitable? And we easily can break that down. Profits stands for passion, recruitment, one vision, financials, innovation, training, and sales and marketing. Leaders and employees who are passionate about what they do will do their best on a daily basis. So tap into the passions of your team. Recruitment. Staff can make or break culture. Know how to recruit, who to recruit, and how to create raving fans that attract superstars. One vision. Unified teams are stronger than divided ones. Create a culture of collaboration and teamwork. Financials. Understanding your numbers, metrics, expenses, and targets brings clarity. Innovation. Continuous improvement in everything we do creates a thriving center. Learn how to tap into that creativity for your staff and encourage open-mindedness for change. Training. We are constantly growing, both individually and as a team. So we need to not only improve our skills and what we have to offer, but we also need to keep being engaged. And finally, sales and marketing. Focus on keeping a consistent brand message, always to every audience you speak to. You get the right mix of all of these components, you are going to generate profits within your center. 5, even leaders crave motivation and inspiration. It's a tough position being a center director. And even if you already have a positive, high energy director, they are going to be grateful for additional motivation and inspiration. Get to know what really motivates your director. Some are motivated by incentives. Whatever their work love language is, discover ways that you can speak to them. And when they have that passion for their work, it'll spread to other staff members to be equally as passionate. Number 6, even leaders want to be coached and developed. We expect our leaders to be the one to train others, but we often forget they need developing too. And even though directors like to be empowered, they often like to have a mentor or coach along the way. When looking for opportunities to coach or train your director, here are some things that you can consider. Gaps in their skill set that can help them be a better leader and communicator. Personal areas that they could use mentoring in. Develop on their strengths and talents so that they can grow in those areas that they are already strong in. And dreams to obtain to motivate, inspire, and encourage themselves. Number 7, accountability. It's a sensitive issue. Directors feel like that their power is diminished when an owner or an executive director is always keeping a close finger on what they're doing and any type of activity that they're doing. Of course, all employees need to be accountable for their actions. For directors who feel intimidated by this oversight, you can educate them on why you believe accountability is helpful. This also can help them understand the accountability for themselves so that way they can spot issues ahead of time before it starts spiraling out of control. Number 8, making a switch if it isn't working. There is a time when that decision needs to be made, when you need to make a change in this valuable position. You might be thinking some of these things. These questions often prevent ourselves from growing our center. And deep down we know if that wrong person is in that position, things are going to decline. These are some things to look out for if you feel like your center director may be failing you. They seem no longer passionate about that center. They stop building relationships with their staff. They're often confrontational when you suggest things. They don't show willingness to grow or learn. They don't have the ability to be open-minded about change, innovation, or progress, or they're feeding into negativity in your staff. Of course, the first steps, they are never easy, but the end product is worthwhile. Number 9, there is a right way and a wrong way to hire. Sometimes we feel like there's an urgency to fulfill this position, especially since they have so much to do. Make sure you are only settling for high-quality candidates. As we described in Lesson 1, make sure that they have all of these qualities. And think in the back of your head, if we don't take the time to get the right person for this position, then in the long run, we're going to have to fulfill that position all over again. And number 10, onboarding a new director involves both empowerment and coaching. Now, the first 90 days of your new center director are the most important and they're most filled with activities. Now, be sure that your director is well established and has the best practices in these activities. How to engage your families and staffs, the financials, expectations, and goals and metrics, impact within the community, marketing and business development, continuous improvement in programs, self, staff, and brand, vision and culture, and achieving raving fans. Now, throughout this onboarding process, make sure you check in on your director. That way you can see the progress they have made within training. And make sure also if they are very ahead that you adjust that onboarding process. Maybe you only need 30 days. Maybe you need 60 or more for 90 days. Now, if you need help with your director's selection, onboarding, and training, give us a call at Childcare Biz Help. If you don't have enough time to recruit that perfect director, give us a call for our dedicated recruiter. Trying to start your new director on the right foot? Purchase our Director Onboarding Program. We also include a teacher onboarding program as well. And lastly, are you looking to level up your center director? Ask us about another used Director Level Up. And again, if you have any questions, you can contact us at childcarebizhelp.com or email us at info@childcarebizhelp.com. Make sure you like this video and comment below your biggest takeaway. And also subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll see you next time.